Hello friends, you are good. This is our lecture number 17 of unit number 2, that is design of chassis component. So far we have discussed about the some introductory part of lever. Also we have learned about the types of lever. From this lecture onwards we are going to cover design of the foot lever. So let's get started. Now consider this simple illusion of foot lever which contain a pedal over here for foot pressing, a simple arm and a circular shape boss. Inside this boss a shaft is fitted. So while designing a foot lever, following components dimensions are important. The first one is diameter of the shaft, which is fit over here inside this boss, BOSS boss. Then the dimensions of the key. If we fitted a circular shaft over here, for permitting the motion inside this shaft and the boss, we have to fix a rectangular key. So if you press this pedal, the shaft can be rotated along with this pedal. Then the third dimensions is the rectangular arm which connect boss to the pedal. Now consider this figure. This is the top view and the side view of simple foot lever, in which you can see the three main components: a foot lever, a arm and the boss. Inside this boss a simple shaft is fitted. For permitting the motion of this shaft and the boss, a simple key is fitted over here. You can see with the dotted line, and the square key is over, you can see over here. So let P is the force applied to the pedal. Here is the P, force applied to the pedal. L is the effective length of pedal. Then sigma T is the permissible tensile stress. Tau is the permissible shear stress. So let's calculate the diameter of the shaft. In designing the foot lever, following procedure may be followed. The diameter of the shaft D is obtained by considering the shaft under pure torsion. टॉर्शन क्यों? एक सिंपल सी बात है, अगर आप इस शाफ्ट के अराउंड एक फोर्स अप्लाई करेंगे तो ये जो L होगा ऑब्वियसली आपको एक टॉर्क क्रिएट करके देगा, ठीक है ना. व्हाट इज टॉर्क? टॉर्क इज इक्वल टू फोर्स, परपेंडिकुलर फोर्स इनटू डिस्टेंस. So capital T is nothing but the P into L. So we know that the twisting moment or the torque of the shaft is T equal to P into L, where P is the force applied and L is the effective length. And the resisting torque is capital T equal to pi by 16 tau dq. Again remember this formula you have already learned in strength of material. Okay, so resisting torque is capital T equal to pi by 16 tau into dq. From this equation you can find out the diameter of the shaft. Okay, small d, which is equal to diameter of the shaft. in numerical you have given this value of tau, also capital T. So all these values are given except this diameter of the shaft. So you have to calculate this diameter of the shaft. Then for the second stage, the diameter of the boss D2 can be taken as 1.6 D. This is the empirical relation. For best strength, we have to take the diameter of boss D2 which is equal to 1.6 times D. So in previous step we already calculated the value of D. Then we have another empirical relation, that is the thickness of the boss T2 as 0.3 D. So thickness of the boss is equal to 0.3 D. Then we have another empirical relation, the length of the boss L2 may be taken as D to 1.5 D. हम दोनों इक्वेशन में दोनों वैल्यू ले सकते हैं, या तो हम L2 इक्वल टू लेंगे कैपिटल D स्मॉल d के इक्वल, या फिर 1.25 टाइम्स d के इक्वल. बोथ आर करेक्ट. Now in third stage, equating the twisting moment, that is P into L, to the moment of resistance to tearing parallel to the axis, so we will get P into L equal to L2 into T2 into sigma T in bracket D plus D2 by 2. We have all values in this equation. We have capital P, we have capital L. Okay, and in step 2 we have already calculated L2, T2, sigma T. This value is given into numerical. Also we have calculated small d, that is diameter of shaft, and D2 divided by 2. By rearranging this equation we will get L2 is equal to 2 times PL divided by T2 into sigma T in bracket D2 plus D. Okay, so from here you can also calculate the L2. Then in next stage, the diameter of the shaft at the center of the bearing, that is D1, is obtained by considering the shaft in combined bending and the twisting. Again, recall some concept you have learned in the strength of material of combined bending and twisting moment. We know that the bending moment on the shaft is equal to M into P into L. Now note down this. This is the small l, the capital L. And the twisting moment is T equal to P into L. Now note down this. This is the capital L. Okay, so don't get confused over here. So therefore the equivalent twisting moment is equal to TE in bracket m square plus t square, which is equal to square root of p into small l whole square plus p into capital L whole square. Now you can also write this equation as p in bracket square root of L square plus capital L square. So you have all these values, put down and calculate the TE, that is equivalent twisting moment. Now we also know that the equivalent twisting moment TE is equal to pi by 16 tau D1 cube, or P in bracket L square plus L square, which is equal to pi by 16 into tau into D1 cube. Now you have all values except D1. So put down the all values in this equation and calculate d1. So the length L may be taken as 2 times L2. Okay, small l is taken as 2 times L2. From the above equation, the value of d1 may be determined. So far we have calculated the diameter of the shaft d, then the diameter of boss d2, thickness of boss t2, length of the boss L2, then we have also calculated the d1. Now in next stage, dimension of the rectangular arm can be calculated as the cross section of the lever near the boss may be determined by considering the lever in bending. It is assumed that the lever extends to the center of the shaft, which results in stronger section of the lever. So let T is the thickness of the lever near the boss. Don't confuse over here. This is the small t thickness of the boss near the thickness of the lever near the boss, and capital B is the width or height of the lever near the boss. Now we know that the bending moment on the lever M is equal to P into L. Don't confuse over here, this is small l. Now the section modulus Z equal to 1 by 6 tau into B cube, B square. So also we know that the bending stress sigma B equal to M by Z, which is equal to P into L divided by 1 by 6 into T into B cube, B square. So again by rearranging this equation you will get 6 times PL divided by thickness into B square. So put down the all values and calculate the thickness. And the width near the lever of this boss may be taken as 4 to 5 times of that thickness of that lever, that is B equal to 4T or 5 times D. So for calculating this capital P, you can take it as the 4 times T or 5 times T. Both are correct. And the width of the lever is tapered, but the thickness T is kept constant. The width of the lever near the handle is B by 2. So far we have discussed about the design procedure of designing the foot lever. In next lecture we will cover some numerical part based on this standard procedure.